I got news for you. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 1991. Oh, I'm sorry. They haven't been to one either. Oh, I got more news for you. They haven't been to an NFC Championship game since 1991. Oh, I got more news for you. Since 1991, that is literally 28 years. The Redskins have been to the playoffs 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. In 28 years. What the hell you expect people to feel? You got to sit up there, I don't know if it was Jonathan Allen or somebody, going to some profanity-laced rebuttal with reporters yesterday about people counting them out and don't love us now, don't love us later then, don't love us later then. Well, when have you given them anything to love? I mean, what the hell is going on here? You don't win a Super Bowl, I understand. You get knocked off, I understand. What possible excuse can you have being in the nation's capital with an owner like Daniel Snyder, who, if nothing else, throws his money around? You've got all the necessary resources available. There's been plenty of times we looked at the Redskins and we've seen talent. And you got 5 playoff appearances in 28 years to show for it. And you got an attitude with the public, with the media. Don't support us now, don't support us later. What have you given them to support? Inquiring minds would like to know. I mean, no disrespect, Jonathan Allen. I'm just asking. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You don't see why people will have an attitude with you. You got to know to have attitude with other people. You lucky folks don't have an attitude with you. Jay Gruden has had ample opportunity to turn this team around. And the fact of the matter is, he hasn't.
I mean, yeah, should they fire him? The guy's been a bum forever.
Jay Gruden, I think he's on borrowed time here in Washington.
The concept of why you would fire somebody never seems to involve just plain merit of inability to execute.
We're giving everything we have. We're not producing. Something that has to be done.
If Jay's last name wasn't Gruden, would he be the head coach of the Washington Redskins? Would he be the head coach of the Washington Redskins this long? I don't think so.
The Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guests on the Stephen A. Smith Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line.
Your home and car insurance. Have to make sure I say that, of course. Also, if you missed any of my opening segment, go check it out on demand in the Stephen A. Smith podcast, brought to you by the Capital One Quicksilver Card, earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, everywhere. Hey, what's in your wallet? 888-SAY-ESPN. It's 888-729-3776. You're live with Stephen A., ESPN Radio, ESPN News. Let's get to the phones for my man Ryan Clark to come on. Comes on to start off hour number 2. By the way, I'm having welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr., on at approximately 30 minutes past hour number 2 because obviously he's fighting Saturday night against pretty damn good fighter and a tough one at that, and Sean Porter. So it's going to be real interesting to see Staples Center, L.A. Don't miss that. Errol Spence Jr. be on 30 minutes past hour number 2. Ryan Clark jumpstart hour number 2 as well. Until then, let's get to the phones. Let's go to Mike. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Mike? Talk to me.
Stephen A., love the show, love your passion. I have a question because I know how much you love the Cowboys. What do they need to get it done? Do they have everything that they need, or they need preparation and coaching?
They have coaching. They need coaching. You need a head coach. Kellen Moore is doing a nice job as a coordinator. The defense is the defense. We all know that. But what we must not forget is Jason Garrett could potentially be a weak link. Can't forget that. Can't summarily dismiss that.
That's my fear. That's been my fear.
No. It's your fear. Your fear, your uneasiness, your potential misery is my lovely scenario. This is what I wish for all you. This is what I wish for all you Cowboy fans everywhere. So you're talking to the wrong person if you're calling up to have me assuage your fears. I hope you stay unhappy. I don't wish you and your family unhappiness, especially during the holidays. But just on Sundays when the Cowboys are playing, I hope you're unhappy as often as possible. Have a good day. Let's go to Lucas. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Lucas?
Hey, much respect, Stephen A. I don't think Antonio Brown has a mental problem. I think that he does his impulsive behavior when he gets drunk. The brother might have a drinking problem. You know, that's like the kind of stuff he does is what people do. You know what I'm saying? When you're thinking about stuff, you're feeling emotional, and
Stop
you're
right
having
there.
those drinks.
Stop right there. Don't do that. In your heart of hearts, what you're really doing is you're looking at for an excuse to explain away his behavior. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And I'm telling you, we got to stop that. We got to call it what it is when it is. If a guy, listen, you didn't have, let me ask you this question. Can I ask you a question, man? Can I ask you a question,
Yes,
Lucas?
sir. Absolutely.
Were you thinking about him having a drinking problem when he was on the field, catching over 100 passes for a minimum of 1,284 yards a season when he was with Pittsburgh?
Absolutely not.
All right, check this out. Did you know that on many occasions, according to reports emanating out of Pittsburgh, there were times they had to keep the plane waiting for him? He was late all the time. He was irresponsible with his behavior on far too many occasions. And Mike Tomlin was taking heat because he sort of enabled it. Ben Roethlisberger actually told teammates he didn't want to come to work a lot because he knew the environment that Antonio Brown had created and how at least half the locker room was siding with Antonio Brown because he wasn't going to tell what Antonio Brown was doing. Did he have a drinking problem then?
Probably not, huh?
See what I'm saying? We got to be real about this. We got to be honest about this. You can't sit up there and be like that, right? And then turn around and change up like that. Can't do that.
Yes, sir.
Can't do that. If he had those problems before when he was living it up but still being a distraction, now that it's finally working against him, we want to sit up there and say, oh, it must be CTE. Or it must be alcoholism. Or it must be something like that. Nah, how about it that, you just feeling yourself?
Right.
All right?
Yes, sir. You have a blessed day.
You do the same. Adam, you're live with Stephen A. Talk to me.
Hey, Stephen A. I want to talk about the Eagles. They have a big game at Green Bay tomorrow night.
Very big
They're
game.
They're 1-2 on the season. They battled key injuries already. Should we be concerned about them right now, or what do you think about the Eagles moving forward?
You should be very concerned because injuries are plaguing them. I'm not blaming Carson Wentz. I've seen Carson Wentz throwing the football long enough. I think 2 drop passes cost them 2 games. That's how close they were. And so I think when you look at, when you talk about the game against Atlanta, Nelson Aguilar doesn't have a touchdown pass if it's not a touchdown if he doesn't catch that pass. Of course it is. And this kid Whiteside dropped the pass right in his hands. Right in his hands. Right in his hands against Detroit on Sunday. So I look at it and I say, wait a minute, now let's put the brakes here. No Deshaun Jackson. Alshon Jeffrey is compromised. Suspect running game. And still, that's how close you came. I think the Eagles are incredibly formidable, if healthy. Right now, their issue is health. Thank you for the call. Pete, you're live with Stephen A. What's up, Pete?
Yes, Donovan. But I just want to say Antonio Brown, Jalen Ramsey probably going to end up on the Raiders if we trade the first-round pick, hopefully. And another thing, for everybody that's calling you ignorant, they need to watch I Think I Love My Wife, because you was preaching that stuff back in 2007, man.
I'm not worried, man. Listen, people can call me whatever they want. I'm sitting here, they're there. Okay? I'm the one talking, they're the one listening. They can say whatever they want about me. That's what make the world go round. You in this position, you got to put on your big boy pants. You understand? You hold people accountable, they're not going to like it. And I understand that. And they can come at me all they want to. I assure you, I can take it. Appreciate the call, though, and thank you for the kind words. Let's go to Sean. You're live with Stephen A. What's up, Sean?
Yes, sir. How you doing today, sir?
I'm all right. Talk to me. What's up?
I would like to talk about the New York Jets. Even though we 0-3 right now, I have a strong feeling we can finish the season as 10-6 or 9-7.
You said the Jets?
So when we get our quarterback back.
Time. You said the Jets, as in the New York Jets. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You think the New York Jets could win 10 of their next 13 games?
You look at the schedule. The schedule is very terrible. The wrong place we got is the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Ravens. We could beat everybody else.
All right, let's look at that. Because I was getting ready to hang up on you. I really was. Because that just seemed like an ignorant statement. But I'll play along. Let's look at this, okay? Let's look at this right here. So we have Philadelphia, Dallas, New England, Jacksonville. Those are the Jets' next 4 games. Right?
I don't know what's wrong with them now.
Okay. I understand you got the Miami, Giants, Redskins, Oakland, and Cincinnati, Miami. That's a 6-game stretch. I can understand you pointing to that because Sam Darnold should be back by then. Their last 3 games of the season are at Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and undefeated Buffalo. I see another 10-loss season for the New York Jets. That's what I see.
No.
Yeah, I see it. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Andre, you're live with Stephen A. What's up?
Yeah, how you doing, Stephen A? I think Jalen Ramsey putting his foot down right now has to do with the trade deadline coming up on October 29th.
Probably so.
He does not want to stay. And it could go kind of one of 2 ways. Jalen Ramsey's been a durable guy, hasn't missed a game in his 3 seasons, so all of this, injury, back soreness, so on and forth, is kind of out of line. So it has to do with him wanting out, and this is the way he's going to go about it. But it's interesting to see how.
I don't think he's trying to wait until October 29th, though. I think he was hoping to be on another team this week.
Indeed, and he's kind of forcing the issue, versus, you could play and try to work these things out behind the scenes, or you could just kind of, as he's doing, just say no more, and this needs to get done. And it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. You see the situation with Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon now is reported to be coming back to the chart. He took that. So hopefully, I'm a Jalen Ramsey fan supporter, obviously very talented guy, all pro, so on and forth. So you would like to see him, them work something out, them get a deal done, but I don't know how. It's unclear. When the both sides and it becomes personal, if that makes it, if it's going to happen. Now, back to him and Tom Coughlin, I called before and I made it clear. To me, Tom Coughlin is the architect down in Jacksonville. He's the equivalent of what Pat Riley is, with the Miami Heat. They brought him in to build the team up, success and some failures. But so Tom Coughlin's not going anywhere, and I think it would help his reputation and his legacy. This whole hardline thing, people have a problem. Strahan has a problem with Tom Coughlin. But does he have a problem with that Super Bowl ring on his finger? Okay, we don't have a problem here in New England with Bill Belichick, being, having a military. So I don't have Tom Coughlin. He's a hard-nosed, old-school guy. He shouldn't get as much flack for that, in my view. We don't. With Belichick, it's all praise. He's mean-mugging people all over the place. Okay, but hopefully Tom Coughlin is able to work this out with Ramsey. So it would be a win-win for both of them.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the call. 888-SAY-ESPN. It's 888-729-3776. More to Stephen A. Smith Show on ESPN Radio in a minute. Here's the Select Quote term life insurance difference. Most companies give you one option, one policy, one rate. But Select Quote shops and gets you up to 10 options from highly rated life insurers. For a free personalized quote, call 1-800-601-6992 or go to selectquote.com.
Brought to you by Marathon.